my closet.
There you go. All right.
There we go. Now we're live.
Hi, Mandy. How are you?
Need a breath here.
All right. We need a breath. I was just saying, I look like I'm 12 years old with my braces and my makeup and my glasses.
Would you get ID'd right now for some alcohol?
I think I would. And then I would do shots and drink everybody under the table.
Oh, jeez.
Let's go.
You're like a spy.
I'm like the undercover narc that goes back to high school, but I'm 50.
There's another one of those kinds of movies out right now with what's her name? The girl Rebel Wilson. She goes back to
We have it. I didn't watch it yet. What's it called again? High school?
Yeah, that's a senior year, I believe.
Senior year. Very good. Hey, Vinny. What's up?
Hey.
Thank you for the wishes.
He's a channel member, goes on the screen.
We hope we do well, too. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. You want to wait for a couple more people to come in, or should we start?
Oh, I'll wait.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait till the cows come home.
Yes.
Channel member.
Yes. Channel member Christy. Hello.
When you're a channel member, you're in green. You get screen priority.
Dion,
it doesn't matter.
Hello.
We could be bearing our soul, and we will hit you on the screen.
Yeah. Guys, it's no makeup Friday because I have a really early morning tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Hey, Ace, how are you? What's going on? All right. They're trickling in.
Are you drinking anything tonight? I have my
I'm drinking. Listen, we're going to talk about what I'm doing this week because it's a doozy. Predictions. Hey, Trey.
Prediction for what?
I don't know. Predictions.
Oh, NBA Finals.
Oh my God, I don't even know who's playing.
The Chicago Bulls, led by Michael Jordan, in 7 games.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go.
I haven't watched basketball.
There you go. Michael Jordan. He doesn't play anymore.
No.
Come on. All right. Let's start.
Okay. I was going to say that's the only team from Chicago that I ever liked.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Smiley.
Not a big fan of Chicago teams.
Oh, well, excuse me. What a dig. He just went upstairs, by the way. So.
Oh, damn it. I thought he was standing right there.
Hi, Patrick.
Okay, yeah, we could get going if you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm here. Let's go.
All right. Well, this is about to be an Eyes Up Here taping, folks. So stand by in 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's get it going right here, right now. This is Eyes Up Here, and you're listening and watching and engaging with us for a brand new Eyes Up Here on YouTube live on a Friday night, listening to us on our Patreon channel, watching us there as well, and additionally on the Creative Control Network, home of the great Joe Feeney and all his podcasts that he's publishing on Creative Control. If you didn't know by now, my name is Chad, and every single week I am joined here by the one and only Queen of Extreme, Francine. Francine, it's Friday, and we're, as they would say in Wayne's World, we're ready to party.
We are ready to partay. And yes, I am ready. I am ready for this weekend. Lots going on. Lots of stuff happening in the news, in the wrestling world that we're going to cover over the next hour. First of all, just going to say you guys are listening to this after the fact, but me and the Chadster are getting ready to do a little something in Virginia, and it's going to be tomorrow from 2 to 5. There we go. June 4th, June the 5th. June the 5th is Sunday. June 4th is tomorrow. Squared Circle Expo. Shane Douglas.
Squared Circle Collectibles.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the other one I do. Squared Circle Collectibles in Winchester, Virginia.
Yep.
And Shane and I are going to be signing from 2 to 5. We're going to have autographs, photo ops. It's going to be a good time. I want everybody to come out and see us. And then on Sunday, it's a public signing, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. There it is.
I just love saying that. A public signing.
Well, what is it? It's not private. It's public.
Well, it's a convention.
It's a meet and greet.
It's something, and we're at the Winchester, Virginia Sportsplex trade show. So Shane and I will be there. Originally, they told us 10 to 12, but if it's hopping, we're going to stay a little longer. And if there's people there, we will stay. So, if you can't get there until 12 o'clock, don't fret. We'll hang out for you if we see you coming up to our table. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. I packed my bags and I'm ready to go.
That's awesome.
I'm on YouTube right now, so I can't leave yet. So
can I do like the stretch? Like you got to stretch, you got to stay longer, you got to stretch.
If I have to, I got an ad. Look at that. If I have to, I will. You can stretch. Oh wait, hold on. What the hell's going on?
Are you watching our ad to make sure that
I'm watching an ad right now because that's what I do to make my cash. I
have to say, come out Saturday or Sunday. It's going to be a great weekend for you guys. The Winchester Takeover. Sunday, if you're a sports card fan and a collectible fan, it's a massive show, 250 plus tables. Brian Mitchell, former Redskin, will also be signing there that day. But if you want to go to Square Circle Collectibles and just engage with a huge wrestling crowd and all the stuff they've got under their roof, this is the Winchester Takeover for you too.
I'm excited to be there. And, it's always fun with the franchise in the house and I get to see you as well. And it's going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm bringing my girl Betty down and we're just going to have fun. It's going to be a fun-filled weekend, and I'm super excited. And I'm going to look way better than I do now. I promise you. Promise you.
I'll look the same to you. I won't look the same. More dialed up.
I won't look the same, but it's going to be a good time. I do have my new T-shirt on. Would you like to see it?
Oh, yes.
Very, very excited about this.
Oh, a little Duran Duran action.
Oh, my baby's right here.
Oh, there you go.
On my right boob. Yes.
Is that your favorite one on your favorite one?
On my favorite my favorite boob, my favorite guy on my favorite boob. Yes. I love my new shirt. So I'm sporting it for today. I still don't know what I'm wearing this weekend. I packed about 20 outfits.
Okay. There you go.
No clue what I'm wearing. No idea. So
yeah, Sean Fitzpatrick says Brian Mitchell, punt returner extraordinaire. See, so you guys, Brian Mitchell, it's going to be a hell of a deal.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. I have no idea who's going to be there. I really didn't do my homework on this one. I just know that it's Shane and I, and then a bunch of other people. So maybe I'll make the rounds and say hello.
I hope you guys don't get into a lot of trouble. That's what I hope. The two of you together, you two. You guys, leave havoc wherever you go together.
Good.
This is scary. I shudder to think what happens on Saturday night.
We're fine. Well, you're not joining us till Sunday.
I can't get there till Sunday. No, all the rain we've had on game nights and practice nights rescheduled our team picture and our semi-final playoff game for the end of my softball season. So it just all fell perfectly. I mean, the weather here the other day was wicked.
Yeah, yesterday we got a lot of rain.
Yeah, it was crazy.
A lot of rain. And then I was able to get my walk in today with the kids, and it was hella hot outside.
That's right.
But I worked out. I wore my little mom 2-pound things on my hands, and then I wore my sweat thing underneath my shirt, and I was sweating. I was going. My kids are hanging on my arms. I'm like, get off me. Mom's got to do this when she walks. So, I want to look like a cool mom walking out there. But yeah, it was a good day. So let's get into some news. Sure. Shall we?
Absolutely.
We're going to get into some news. Let's talk about MJF.
Yeah, let's do it.
Did you see the promo?
I did.
I watched it too. Thoughts?
Well done.
Do you want me to start?
You can start. You start and then I'll go.
Okay, so everybody is up in arms about this promo that he cut the other night. So I was like, okay, let me look at it because a million people put it up, right? First of all, I mentioned this before. Shane and I worked with him right before he signed for AEW. Really, really nice kid, right? He was 23. Now I guess he's 26 years old. He's been there since the,
one of the first guys. Yep.
My opinion is this. I think it's a work, and I'm going to tell you why. there is no way in hell Tony Khan would let him talk for as long as he did on live television. There's no way. Now, people are saying, oh, they took down the merch. Of course they did. It's an angle. They're going to follow through with it, right? But did it get people talking? Absolutely. It was the highest rated segment, I believe, on the show that evening. The kid can do no wrong. Even when he was trying to be a heel, he was getting applause.
Yeah, he really was.
And they cut the mic, at the 8-minute mark or so. But I was just like, dude, if this was supposed to be believable, that mic would have got cut within the first 30 seconds of the promo.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion, but I think it was very well done. I loved how he hit the ex-WWE guys line. That was a classic.
That was great.
Line.
I did like that. That
yes,
was very good.
Loved it. I think the kid just he's money. He's money, and he's going to be a huge, huge star in the business. Whether he stays there or somewhere else, who knows? But it was good. It was a really good promo.
Yeah.
But was it a shoot? I don't think so.
I agree. 100%. Would have never made the air. They would have either hit the delay where you wouldn't have heard anything. They would have gone to commercial. There's no way it would have gone on.
Unless the one little thing, unless they are on good terms and Tony said, well, let's do an angle and then you can get your release or something like that. You know what I mean? But do I think that's the case?
I personally do think he's going to WWE no matter what when his contract's over. That's just my feeling.
But that's in 2 years, right? Because he's on a 5-year deal.
Yeah, I think that he's absolutely going to WWE without a shadow of doubt. He will be a multi-millionaire by the time they're done with him. He's great. I don't love the cursing all the time. And AEW is over the top with cursing on TV. I don't love that. They almost take the appeal away from it. They do it so much. I agree with this statement very much so. And that's what soured me more on the angle than anything, because I didn't like how they did this at the expense of that meet and greet that the fans paid a lot of money for. I don't understand the AEW guys aren't as available as some other, even though they used to be, they're not as available. So these meet and greets are a big deal. So you're going to the pay-per-view, you're paying $150 to meet MJF, and then they refund you. What about the people who lug their crap there and they had the MJF merch and now they got to carry it around? That I think was kind of a little over the top, but the promo was excellent. I loved it. And I laughed when they called him a fucking mark. I laughed. I thought that was great.
I mean, yeah, it's when he said, you should be sitting out there. I was just like, well, he used to.
Yeah, but and I don't know if you saw the media scrum that they do after every show.
No, I just saw. I didn't even see the show. I Googled the promo.
This was a very odd weekend for AEW as a whole. So they put the belt on CM Punk. That's great. That'll get people talking. Yeah, that was a good move. Predictable. Everybody's wanted it since he got there because he's been kind of meandering through, lesser known guys. But Tony Khan goes on this like F-word laden tirade about numbers, and they beat WWE in the Friday Night War, which I believe was a 1-week war. And he was just F-bomb this, F, and it just was like, you ever picture Vince McMahon sitting in a press conference talking and looking the way he does, unclean, uncapped, like looking like all wide-eyed and crazy? It was a bad look for him to follow up that this great angle comes out, and he's the center of the angle. So it's kind of it was a weird weekend for them, but I don't know what to say. It's they have a great fan base that is very supportive of them, and they just got to carry that through, I guess. They'll keep going.
And we have our first super chat of the evening. Lon, hi doll, happy Friday to fabulous Francine and Chad. Thank you. Same to you. Which current AEW star would you want to see face an ECW alumni?
In like any time frame?
Well, alumni meaning now, because
now
ECW alumni. Interesting. I mean, I feel like if Jerry Lynn could still work, I would love to see Jerry do one last match against Brian Danielson or Daniel Bryan, whatever his name is. What is his name now?
Now he's Brian Danielson. That's a great man. Look at you. Are you booked before? You booked your show. That's a great damn match.
I think that would be a wonderful lineup, and I think toe to toe they could have an outstanding 60-minute Iron Man match. Jerry wouldn't want to do that.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so let's put. Okay, that's a great idea. But let me ask you.
And thank you, Lon, for the super chat.
If you were gonna have a match, right? Let's just go back to '97, right? You and Shane, right?
Okay.
Who would you put Shane against? Where would you rather see him? In an MJF verbal war, a Chris Jericho classic, or a CM Punk top of the card championship match? Where would you put you and Shane?
I mean, he was always top of the card. He was always in the main event. You know what I mean? I still say it would have been money if him and Chris Candido went toe to toe, and he dropped the belt to Candido. That was what I wanted to happen. But who am I?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah, I think that would have been so good. And Jarrett says Shane versus Triple H. Well, I don't think that's ever going to happen either. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Sean. Hello, Andrew.
Shane can still get in the ring. Unfortunately, one Hunter Hearst Helmsley has since retired.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but it was like you said, it was an interesting week for AEW. Also in the news, we got to say it because we're journalists and we report the news. Tam Sitch had her court date and pleaded not guilty to all 9 charges against her. So interesting. I was thinking about this and I was just like, wow, because, her alcohol level was like 3.5 times. It's all out there. It's not a secret. 3.5 times the legal limit. And I'm like, how in the world could you plead not guilty? But then I said to myself, you know what? If you plead guilty, you're done. It's over.
Yeah.
But if you plead not guilty, and I guess the lawyer now has an extra month to maybe come up with some kind of plea bargain or something. That's the only thing I can think of. You're grasping straws.
Yeah.
You're hoping for something to happen. I don't know. What's your take on it?
Yeah, you're exactly right. The not guilty plea just gives you more time. I mean, look at OJ. Even though we won't go over the outcome, but come on. It's just another wrinkle, another chapter. Let's just get this over with.
It's crazy.
Get this done.
Another month now. It's like Lon has a cute little saying: if Tammy had a teenage male kid, would that make him a son of a sitch? That's cute. Very cute, Lon. Yeah, Patrick, I know what you're saying. I love her dearly, but God, it's a lot. And then when I heard the not guilty plea, I was just like, wow, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't expect. I don't know what I expected. You know what I mean? But I guess we're gonna.
And we covered this whole thing from the start. We went through each thing.
Of course. We did. I have to. She's been my friend for 25 years. It sickens me to even have to talk about this. And I don't, I am not justifying anything that happened. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm just talking about what I saw in the news this week and what I watched, and I'm just like, I'm shocked, I guess, because I just, how do you get around that? What could the lawyer possibly come up with to get her off?
No
I
clue.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. It's just
No clue.
wow.
There's nothing you can figure out. I think that this is just, again, it's just gonna be another wrinkle in this story, and it will not go away. It just continues to have life for some
It's
reason.
crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and it's mind-boggling, and it's disgusting, and it's sad, and I'm upset.
I feel like I have to send you that media scrum thing for you to see because it was so weird.
Oh, the Tony
The,
Khan
the
one?
tone, I was
Okay.
so
Yeah,
weird.
send it to me, please.
Yeah, I will send you that because it's so like I would love to get your gauge on it. And again, it's not I'm not an angel myself the way I talk. Just you don't expect the
You
boss.
already dropped an F-bomb tonight.
I did, and I very hypocritically
went,
then used just F. I was just trying to explain.
Already.
Now we've talked about this before. I think we talked about it maybe last week before. Have you followed any more of the Flair stuff with the final match and all that?
The only thing I heard was first it was supposed to be Ricky Steamboat, and then Ricky Steamboat, no, he's not going to do it.
Yeah, he declined, right?
Right, and then I saw Flair in a bar dancing, drinking. Another video, and I was like, okay, he's living the good life over there. And I saw him with a different woman than I saw with
well, he's the nature boy. That's why.
Dallas. I don't know what was going on. I don't know who she was. She was dark haired. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I haven't seen I don't know if they're saving it now. I haven't seen an opponent named.
Oh.
I wish they would just announce Jay Lethal, right? Because Jay Lethal does that, and he was training with him.
That would be fun.
Why not just do that? If he's training with him, then they can have the match, and they've got the promo set up basically for him. But like the StarCast is like all this Ric Flair related content. There's a Ric Flair roast, and your boy Brian Myers and that crew making the Ric Flair bendy. And making it the first ever Jim Crockett Promotions figure ever released, fully licensed with the Jim Crockett Promotions logo and everything. Like, wow. Brilliant. The fact that this stuff is getting done now is just unbelievably brilliant.
I need a bendy. I'm going to talk to Brian next week.
Well, that is exactly what I was going to say to you, too, off to the side, is you need a bendy for sure.
I do need a bendy. I actually spoke to him today. I'm not going to say about what, but I spoke to him today. While we're on the subject, can we plug next week for me?
Yes, absolutely. Let me bring it up. I absolutely will.
Guys, I don't know how many of you live in the West Virginia area, but don't fret because this is a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super excited about it. I bought 7 outfits. I don't know what I'm wearing yet. It's crazy. But it's the big one in Beckley. It's the Bash in Beckley. And I'm going to be managing Shane Douglas and Brian Myers against Heath. He's just Heath now.
Yes.
It's not Heath Slater. It's
just
Heath.
Heath.
Just Heath and Rhino. Smiley's in West Virginia. Smiley, you should come on over to Beckley. Here it is, guys. The Bash in Beckley, Saturday, June 11th. We're doing a meet and greet, I believe from 5 to 7 p.m. And then we're going to do the live show. And it's a big one. I think over 1,000 tickets have been sold or something like that. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's good. And I'm nervous. I said I was nervous last week. I'm more nervous now.
You got to do some networking. We need FTR on Eyes Up Here. I
need everybody.
Wolves.
I need that whole poster on my show. Everybody, come on, go on my show. I'm gonna be batting my eyes to every man that's in that locker room. Can you please come on my show? Now it's look at the star power on that poster.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you really need to. If you can't make it live, you really need to get this pay-per-view and all the information. I'm sorry, I was getting to the graphic. It is ASW. I lost it. ASWWV.com. Yeah, there it is, and that's where you can purchase the pay-per-view. And I think there's information if you want to buy tickets as well, if you're local. But we're heels, so I just can't wait to get out there and just be mean. It's gonna be great.
We already put over Heath's chest hair in the last time we talked.
Yes, isn't it magnificent? I can't wait to see it in person again. So Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And be, I was trying to think, when's the last time I was on pay-per-view, and it was 2005.
Wow, holy crap.
It's been a while. So, do you think they have filters on the cameras?
They might. Yeah, you might be able to get some sort of, maybe they have the cat filter or something, the dog.
I need a
thing
Snapchat filter for my face.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time, and I'm so pumped and looking forward to it. I got a busy couple weekends ahead of me.
And then you can just rest.
Well, no, because then I have.
Oh no, you don't rest.
No, not the gathering. No, I have two shots with, of all people, I have Sandman. For July.
Oh, there's no resting there.
No rest for the wicked. Yeah, we got 2 weekends in July together, and then August is the gathering, which I'm excited about. And then I just got booked for something else that I don't want to say because they're still looking at tickets for the airplane. I make sure they're not outrageous before they book me. But stuff is coming. Stuff is coming in. It's good. It's been a good year.
It has.
Very blessed. Yeah, it's a good time.
It has so I was talking to somebody the other day, and they had mentioned that they were at the big event show that we were at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. They mentioned it, and they said you were one of the nicest wrestlers they have ever met in their life.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, what an endorsement.
Whoever that was.
I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. It must have been a customer. I just can't remember who it was.
That's very sweet. I love hearing stuff like that. I try to be personable. It's it makes me happy when people are happy. So that's what I said about like in Beckley, we're doing that meet and greet. I'm not going to be a heel at the meet and greet. I'm going to be a big baby face. So for 2 hours, you have nice Francine, but once I come through that curtain, I'm going to be the biggest bitch. So get ready for that. It's going to be good.
You see, ADY says, hi, Francine. Yo, Chad. Hi, guys from the UK.
The UK. It's late there, but thank you for tuning in. We appreciate everybody who's here tonight. Let's see. Do you want to take some questions? Do you have any? Is there anything else going on that we missed?
No. The Flair stuff has been a big deal. CM Punk, MJF, Tammy. It's pretty much the biggies that I've seen. It's there's murmurs of Roman Reigns taking time off very soon. I think just he's been hot to trot for quite a while. I think he's kind of going to take the old pause button and utilize that. But
yeah,
no. Otherwise, I've been kind of out of the loop a little bit. I don't know. Haven't been following as much. You couldn't miss MJF, but
no. Well, everybody was tweeting about it, and I said, well, I got to get in on this. What's going on? And if you go on YouTube, there's like 100 different people who put up the promo, so I just put on the first one and watched it. But good stuff by him.
I'm just saying, Vince Russo just had a tweet that says AEW unfollows MJF on Twitter. He just writes, bro.
Come on, bruh. Dartsman, hi. Oh, he's singing to me. Thank you. World Street. Shane Douglas's top 3 heat. Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Scott Hall. Maybe. I don't know. There's like more people that you can...
I mean, those would be the ones that have probably the most bad blood between those 4 people named.
I think he was cool with Scott towards the end, though, before I think they kind of squashed stuff before he passed, which was good. Oh, wait a minute. How do you say Pusang Hala? Flair's doc would have been nice. Nature Boy was kidnapped as a baby and sold to the couple who raised him. Is that true?
I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't watch a lot of those like non WWE or wrestling related like produced documentaries because I don't like the spin that's put in a lot of them. But that Flair one was apparently pretty heavy.
Yeah. Hi, Scott. Scott would like if Shane Douglas teamed with Rhino. No, Rhino and Heath are like married. When we say married, we mean like in the wrestling business.
I believe they have. Rhino had a promotion up in Michigan a few years ago that was doing some pretty good numbers, and I believe he and Shane did team in that promotion. So
Oh,
not on a
okay.
mainstream level, but they have teamed before. I know that.
Is Joseph Pikaka? Oh God, I'm
Najaka?
butchering these names. Good morning from Australia.
Oh,
Well, good morning to you. I'm going to call
G'day,
you
mate.
Jay. Can I just call him Jay? If I don't know how to pronounce your name, I just make names up. So, let's see. Lon says, are Brian Myers and Matt Cardona actually related? I don't believe so. I think
they were major brothers together because they looked alike.
they're major bros. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're just very, very close friends.
Yes. They hit it off right away, and I believe
Yeah.
they've known each other for a long time.
Yeah. Jeff said, did Shane wrestle Dusty in ECW? Shane, I believe, was gone when because I worked with Dusty and against Dusty, and Shane wasn't with me either time.
Yep. You are correct.
Oh my God, who is my favorite Duran Duran guy? Ugh.
We just showed it.
It's John.
There you go.
John Taylor. I love him.
You look like you're checking yourself for any kind of.
I was checking for lumps. Oh, I got my letter, by the way.
Oh, are you good?
No
Everybody
cancer,
good?
thank God.
Woo.
So another year.
I'll drink to that. I just
yes. What are you drinking?
White Claw Surge.
Oh, okay. See, I can't do that. I did buy a bottle of wine for tomorrow evening.
Whoa, hey now.
The good stuff, the very expensive Arbor Mist.
Oh, very nice.
That's the only kind I like.
You know how you know when we're in a bad economy is when the cheap $2.98, $3.98 Walmart wine goes to $4.98 or $5.98. That's how you know we're in a bad
I think the
economy.
bottle was like $12.99. I was appalled. So what the hell's going on? I can call you JP. That sounds good. JP. Okay.
World Street says
My
Adam Cole
favorite
and Britt
food.
Baker won the Owen Hart tournament. That was also on the AEW pay-per-view. They had an Owen Hart tournament, and they won a Owen Hart inspired belt. But who would have thought it was them?
They wrestled?
They both won their respective divisions. Okay. Who would have thought they would have won? They only had Owen Hart inspired gear on, both of them. Who would have thought?
That's cute. Yeah. Oh, you're a bassist like John. Very good. Yeah, John's my favorite. I was listening to them while I was cleaning today. So
very nice.
I listen to them every day. I can't get enough. I love them.
I have been listening to the Beatles. Yes, they are
into that.
I kind of put them to sleep since my uncle passed away a few years ago. He's the one that got me into it and was a little sensitive to listen to it. But they're back as of this week.
Favorite song?
Either Something.
Okay.
Or maybe Come Together.
You know what I like?
What?
Paperback Writer.
I like that one. Also, Don't Pass Me By, which is a Ringo song. Mm-hmm. And I Am the Walrus. That's also another favorite.
Cuckoo. All right.
Yeah. Day in the Life. That's another great one.
Poopy's here.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, Poopy. This is a really good question. Hey, Francine, what creepy fan interaction have you and the other ECW WWE girls had?
How much time do we have left?
I'm trying to think. Like in person, I guess he's talking about in person, or I don't know. I just don't like when, I'm all for take your shot because you never know when somebody's going to say yes, right? Always take your shot, no matter what you think. But then when somebody says, well, I'm married or I'm not available, and you still keep going, and then you try to be dirty and be gross, and it's like, come on, that's what creeps me out. And then it's just like, because I try to like when I'm on Twitter, I try to give everybody a heart, be nice, but then it's like, do you want to go to dinner? And it's like, well, I'm married. And it's like, oh, well, I can still take you to dinner if you DM me. And we can do this. You want a mustache ride? You want this? You want that? And I'm just like, gross.
Okay.
It's so bad. I don't know. I just don't like that. I'm just trying to be nice to people. But if I wanted to date, I guess I would I wouldn't be on Twitter trying to hook up with somebody, you know.
He wanted to say in person. He
In
followed up.
person, just people that follow you around, like people or people that just at conventions, they just stand at your table, they don't buy anything and they don't talk, and that's it. They just stare at you. They just stare at you. They don't talk, they don't spend money, they don't do anything. And it's just like, can I help you? And they're like, oh, I'm just looking. And then
I just want to shake your hand.
You're looking all right. And
I just want to shake your hand and never wash it.
Yeah. So next cooking video. I don't know. I have to do another. Tammy is an excellent cook. I look on YouTube for inspiration. I just pull stuff up.
I read it as Tommy at first. I had to reread it.
Tammy, she's a really good cook.
Not Tommy Dreamer, not a good cook.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. Hey, Maddie F&D says, what similarities do you guys see from when Paul Heyman fired Sabu versus what's going on with MJF?
Interesting.
MJF's a work.
The Sabu was real. That was like legit.
Yeah. This is a different situation. So
that was so like eye-opening back then. Again, being 12 or 13 watching it, and Paul Heyman in the ring talking about Sabu and bookings in Japan, and rather than show up in Philadelphia, he's in Japan. I'm like, I don't know what the heck they are talking about, but this is compelling. And
we were in the back and we didn't know what was going on.
So he just went out there and he just started talking.
Really? I don't really remember what the hell happened. You know, there was so much stuff that happened either behind the scenes or like in the ring that wasn't supposed to happen half the time. You don't know what's happening. That's why when you pull all these crazy clips, I'm just like, when did we do this? I don't even remember when I did this, you know? It's crazy. Hi, Joe. Steve-O. Francine, what's your favorite city to go to when you're on vacation? Look, I'm a Disney girl. I like Orlando. We love Celebration. It's Celebration. Are you looking into your trip anymore?
Oh yeah, no, we're ready.
Ready to go. You weren't ready last.
I will have my I got to get with my aunt this week to shore up our park reservations, but I'm ready to go.
Good to go. All right. Will you be
last week of the month
getting some footage?
I'll try. I have a feeling I'm going to be super hot.
Yeah.
Super duper hot. That's I'm bracing myself for the hotness. And now we're also on a Zootopia kick. So I have to find whatever Zootopia merch is in that park somewhere.
Zootopia? That wasn't even a Disney movie.
No, what Zootopia was.
Was it? I thought it was a DreamWorks.
No, Zootopia, it just, I don't know how much of a hit it was, but
okay. I thought that was DreamWorks.
We're obsessed with that right now, and we have to find. Nobody's got it anywhere.
Well, I don't remember seeing any merch for that. You might have to just go to Amazon and buy.
We've gone the Amazon route already. They got to have something in that park somewhere. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Dorsman says, would I ever accept an invitation in the WWE Hall of Fame? They're not inviting me there, babe.
I would like to.
It's not happening. Yes, thank you very much. They're not inviting me. So that's not gonna happen. If I had a chance to manage another female from either AEW or I'm assuming WWE, who would I want to work with? Maddie says. I don't really watch either program. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know everybody that's on the roster, but I've said this before. I feel like if I were to do something in one of the companies, I would love to work against Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah.
So it would have to be like maybe something like a David and Goliath thing. That little is her name Layla? Legit Layla?
I don't know.
The little blonde Layla Hirsch. Yeah. Like someone like her or just someone who needs more of a push, that's the kind of concept that I would come up with. The girls in WWE, Do they really need a manager? Probably not. Not so much.
Hmm.
But I think going against Vicky and just doing mic work with her and I would be so friggin' fun. And I told her that when I saw her in Dallas. I was like, oh, the one thing I wanted to do was work with you. And she's just like, oh my God, that would have been so great. I'm like, I know. Yeah, I saw that she had, well, I just pulled her name out of the sky. I saw that she had surgery done, but somebody.
Yeah, you paired against Vicky would be great at this point. You could be, we've said this before. There's been a few times where I personally feel, again, Chad's feelings, that you would have been a perfect drop in for some sort of AEW cameo and they missed it. What you did in Impact was great. That little tag in with Brian Myers, that was fantastic. But there's no attitude from what I see in a lot of the characters that get TV time. You had a good attitude, like that was projected. You don't see anybody have that attitude. Everybody's kind of got, I'm not going to say cookie cutter, but a very similar demeanor to all of them. They might have a different look, but everybody's got that same kind of demeanor. So it'd be hard to sync you up with somebody because you would overshine them, almost like how Bobby Heenan outshined a lot of his people because of his mic skills, right? Wow. Your attitude would overshine anybody that you would be paired with at this point because they don't have that. They don't have that presence. So.
Well, thank you. First of all, that's very nice of you to say. I don't know. I just think that Vicky, somebody to counter Vicky would just be money.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't, if it can't be me, it could be somebody else. But there's so many good ideas that they have out there. And
I got an idea. I'll pitch you off air.
Okay. They don't really use managers that much. And I feel like they should, they should bring it back. I say this so many times. And
there's more now than there was 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
Well, yeah, but there's still not a whole lot.
But but it's not. I feel like every manager's got that same, again, it's the same style. Nobody separates themselves. Like you go back to the managers and you think of those guys from the 80s, right? How each one was different, right? And then you move into the 90s, each one was different. And then, each promotion had a different style of management. Now everybody's just kind of the same guy or gal. It's I don't know. Maybe because so much has been done in wrestling, it's hard to be different.
Well, people are rehashing stuff from 20 years ago, put a spin on it. Christy, my girl, is there anybody on the ECW roster you wished you had the chance to manage but never got the chance to? Yeah, I did want to work with like a heel Jerry Lynn. I wanted to work with him, and I wanted to work with Carino and Jack Victory. And towards the end, that was the plan. It was, I guess like the new Impact players, or I don't know if we were going to actually use that name, but the last pay-per-view, we cut the promo where I think I said something like 3 men are better than one.
Ouch.
Something stupid like that,
And then you walk with a limp the next day.
Yeah, exactly. Crooked. But I just feel like that would have been such a good time, because I always loved working with Steve and Jack, and I was always against them. I was never with them. And now we had this faction, and unfortunately, that was the last pay-per-view. We never got to do anything with it. So that would have been fun, I think, anyway.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. You know what we should kind of bring up? We didn't really mention this yet. We have a giveaway if people can start super chatting.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to get this for your entertainment.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. So for every $5 super chat that comes in or new membership, your name's going to go in the Charles tip jar. That's made its return to YouTube. And Lon, you're in here, buddy. Your name's going in because you gave us a super chat. But anybody who does $5 or more,
super chat,
you can
membership,
win that post. Yeah, super chat or membership, you can win that poster. So
11 by 17, signed by Shane Douglas and Francine. Look at that.
Beautiful.
I mean,
It's a great
it's
picture.
it pop. I mean, I'm looking at these signatures. They pop off the photo. It's a
Page.
nice gloss to it. Come on, get in here. Let's see if you're gonna win it. We've given away some pretty cool stuff, and everybody who's gotten it has been extremely happy. So get
That's
in
right.
here now. Super chat membership. Get in with us.
Chat or membership. It only has to be $5, or a membership is $5.99, and it lasts for the month. And if you do a channel membership, guys, we're figuring this out. We had one so far, and guess what? Everybody won that night. Everybody went home with a prize. But we do private lives as well. So if you're a channel member for $5.99 for the month, you get to come on over and do a private with us.
You can go get a scratch off for $5 and lose the scratch off.
You're supporting the queen.
But I'm saying you can get a $5 supporting of the queen and you could win a picture that gets delivered to you, lock, stock, and barrel.
And that's bigger than an 8x10. Is that an 11 by
17?
11 by 17. Wow. That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. So let's get that going, shall we?
What you waiting for? Let's
what you waiting for?
Do it. I would like to personally thank you for our Goodfellas tribute we did last week on Patreon, because I watched Goodfellas last Saturday night.
Oh yeah. I told my mom, I was like, when I told her that Ray Liotta passed, I was so sad. Yeah. And she was sad. And I said, Ma, we should watch Goodfellas again. But we didn't, she can't hear, amongst other things. She can't see, she can't hear. But I would have to put her TV on like 90. And with the cursing, the kids would hear
the shooting.
Yeah, it'd be a whole thing. So
your neighbors would be like, is everything okay, guys?
Are you guys okay in here? I'll be like, oh, it's Goodfellas, But
it was great.
It's such a good movie, man.
Never stops being good. Oh, Maddie F and D.
Maddie F and D. Oh, Maddie F and D. Well, you're going in the Charlie container. Thanks, Maddie. All right, and you never know, for $5.
It's fantastic.
Beautiful thing.
I personally made this myself. I
cut down the tree, made the paper.
The whole thing. This is a work of the Chadster's art.
Awesome. Maddie F and D, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. And this all goes back into the channel, whether we do
and Christy.
Thank you, Dollface. Wait a minute, I gotta get more paper. I'm gonna get the paper. Remember that?
I saw it the other night. Yes, I do.
That's a great line. I love it. Christy was the big winner at our private.
Yes, she was.
She won a ring-worn outfit from me. Christy, you're in the Charles chip container.
Maddie F and D says he has a WWE New York menu with a bunch of signatures on it, including Shane.
Wow.
Have you ever been to that restaurant?
I have not.
See, I never ate there.
Okay.
But I was in the gift shop. It was such a cool spot for a wrestling fan to be able to walk into a store in Times Square, and they got Titantrons playing up above you, and they the merch. Oh, it's a Hard Rock Cafe now.
Oh, okay.
But if you remember it, if you were around then in New York City when it was WWE New York, it was freaking awesome. You had, as a wrestling fan, it was a victory to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoyed watching, when they would put it on TV, and they used to do segments from there and stuff, and I always said maybe I'll go someday, but I never got to go. So Lon says, what happens when you donate $5 or more to my YouTube chat? You just made the list. You do make the you don't make the list, you make the Charles chip container.
I was gonna get my clicker pen like Jericho does.
Yeah,
look at the pen I have in my drawer here. Look.
Oh. He's a boxer.
His battery's dead.
Oh,
but every time he punched, he said something.
His head is huge. He's huge.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Hi, Jim. Hi, Erica. We welcome you all in. Alan Starr's here. Hello. Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking at. He's still on the camera on the other side. I'm going to be filming this weekend rather. And I'm going to try to film next weekend. It's going to be rough. I don't know what I can do because my flights are all screwy and I don't have much time. So I'm going to try to do a lot this weekend, and that'll be for Patreon.
Yes.
So, you want to talk about what we're doing? We're going to take y'all with us. So don't go anywhere when we stop the podcast. We're actually going to keep going here on YouTube, and we're going to do a live watch along with everyone.
Yes, we are. We've been in the midst of a 3-week saga, or well, for us, it's 3 weeks.
It's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy saga. Basically the exploding of the Raven and Tommy Dreamer unlikely tag team, with you thrust in the middle of the issue between the two of them. Now, look, we know the history. You know, they bitter enemies. Dreamer could never beat him. Raven shockingly returns. They win the tag belts together. You guys are stunned he's there. But over time, even though they would win some matches together, there was a little bit of friction and some powder in the eyes and some DDTs to the Queen of Extreme led to the breaking up of this tag team. But we're going to see the Francine promo, which shows which side Francine goes with.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
You're not very nice in this one.
Do I remember? Oh, I know. I wasn't very nice in this one. I do remember. Yeah, it's going to be good. So if y'all want to stay with us, don't leave. We're going to keep going after this podcast is over. But if you're not a member of Patreon, you should come on over. Tiers are starting at $10, and it's a good time. And we do watch-alongs. We play games. We have members on. It's a lot of fun. And there's DMs, free DMs. What else do we offer them?
The Discord chat.
Discord on Tuesday evenings. Christy is a proud member. There it is. So give that a look-see if you like it. But we're gonna keep this party going.
We'll keep it going. We'll get about another few minutes in of the Eyes Up Here broadcast before we move into the Francine promo. If anybody's got any more questions for Francine, let's knock them out. We haven't done a dedicated Ask Francine almost anything.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
We haven't done that in a while, so this is the time to get it done. They used to do Shotgun Saturday Night at WWF New York. I don't think, did they do it at WWF New York while it was WWF New York? I don't know if they did. Shotgun Saturday Night, such a ripoff of ECW. Do you remember that?
I remember the name. I don't know if I watched it.
That would have been if when did they want to bring you in for the Sister of Love?
Oh, that was just Raw.
Was that 95?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, never mind. 97. They did nightclub wrestling shows on Shotgun Saturday Night where anything could happen, and it was a little ring in the middle of the nightclub, and they had a fake Terry Runnels flash your boobs. It wasn't really do it. They try to be a little more hardcore, a little more extreme,
adult,
but totally ripping off ECW. Fighting in the parking lot, they were in Penn Station. They fought down the escalators. Yeah,
that's a good time. Okay, let's see.
Okay, here you go. Here's one. Who's best funny yelling promo in ECW? Chris Candido or Bill Alfonso?
Oh boy, they were both good. Fonzie would just scream, but Chris, he had a humor about him. Like even when he was trying to be serious, you had to laugh. He would get to the point where he couldn't breathe anymore. You know what I mean? He was just so good, so good. I don't know. I miss Chris a lot. And I DM'd with Fonzie today. I love Fonzie too. Good friend. Memorial Day, it was nice. It was nice.
Hot as balls.
Hot. We went swimming, It was nice. Relaxing.
Yard work, beyond yard work.
Nah, no yard work.
Very satisfying yard work. It came out very good, but
well, there you go.
Hot as balls.
Yeah, I tried to tan as much as I could. I'm red, but I got a little bit. So tomorrow will be self-tanning because I didn't get the color that I wanted. But next week we will spray tan for the big PPV. So that's going to be good.
Jim Maloney says Candido used to talk like the Micro Machines guy. Do you remember that guy?
No.
He was the dude. He used to be on a lot of TV shows where he was just like a really fast talker. Forget his name, something Machida or something. Dan Machida or something like that. But he used to do like the really fast talking, talk like this, blah 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 blah. Candido, when he would get ramped up, sound exactly like that guy.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when he would get so riled up, you couldn't even understand what he was saying half the time. And then he would like throw his arms in the air. And I told you, like the one time he chopped me. And I still to this day, I don't know if it was planned as it hurt. It hurt. I think Shane might have moved out of the way. That's why I'm like, is this a rib on my life? Ended up chopping me so hard, and we didn't use it. Like Paul did not use it because I was like, ow. I stood there and I had like a handprint on my chest. I think Shane kind of moved out of the way, and Chris just chopped me. And I don't think he meant it, but it was funny, but it hurt, you know. And he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." It's like, what the hell was that, you know? But with the, you know, when we did the thing with the boa, and I made him eat the feathers, and I didn't tell anybody. And me and Chris just worked this out in the corner, and he put a bunch of feathers, and then he coughed them out. And then Paul got mad at us because Shane was cutting an important, very serious promo, and there he's coughing out feathers. So we got in trouble. We kind of got in trouble for that. But Chris was down to do like all kinds of funny stuff. So he's the one that pulled Shane's pants down on the house show. When we did the thing with the belt, and for some reason we had a hat. I think it was a cowboy hat.
Okay.
And they pants. I don't know if it was Lance with us or Bam Bam. I can't remember which triple threat it was. But Chris pulled his pants down, and Shane like would put the belt there, and then somebody took the belt, so Shane would put the hat, and he was naked. This was a house show. He didn't have any clothes on.
The little franchise PP coming out.
Because they pulled his pants down. And it was like they put the hat here, and then when the hat was taken away, they put the belt there, and then something else was there. But we were hysterical laughing at it. I think Chris just did it on the fly, you know. But Shane was just like rearranging like the belt and the hat and covering his bird, and oh my God, it was so funny. It was just so funny. So anyway,
how about any funny Lance Storm memories?
Lance Storm was always serious for a moment. No, Lance was funny in the back. Lance has a really good personality. You just have to know him. You know what I mean? Like his character always came off like very serious, but Lance could be very funny. You know,
dry serious humor. Like dry humor?
Kind of. Yeah, like a Bob Newhart kind of new humor, you know?
Pusang also says, love the Chris Candido, Lance Storm, or Francine photo, which you have said that photo was taken when you were injured, right?
Oh, there's a couple of them. The one where I'm sitting, yeah, I had the broken pelvis, and I had the crutches. So the crutches were on the side, and they were just like sit in a chair. And I was like, okay. And I just sat there. But I think Lance always tells me I was his first ever female manager. So I always I always tell Lance, you always remember your first, Lance. You'll never forget me.
I said and best.
And best. Thank you. Plus him and his wife and I have the same birthday.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, we do. So every year he wishes me a happy birthday because it's also her birthday, and he remembers, and it's very sweet.
It's a great day. Great day to have a birthday.
Great day. Yes, I share it with somebody that we know as well. So very good. All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna call it quits here for the podcast.
Just for the podcast. We're not leaving.
Don't go anywhere. If you guys want to do the watch along.
Go anywhere.
We'll still be taking the super chats for the signature. We'll pull a name before we end the live, but we're just going to end our Eyes Up Here podcast. So I appreciate everybody listening to the show. And Chatster, where can they find you if they want to get more?
at ChattyMB on Twitter, at IB Exclusives on Instagram, IBExclusives.com, belowthecollar.com/IB Exclusives for the Chadster t-shirt and the IB Exclusives logo t-shirt. Be there or be square.
All right. And across the board on social media, you can find me at ECW Diva Francine. And one more time, if we can you put up that the poster?
Yes, absolutely.
Bash. Well, we can put up.
What do you want first?
You can put up Virginia first. That's again, this is tomorrow. For anybody live that's watching. In Virginia. Tomorrow from 2 to 5, and then from Sunday from 10 till maybe 12, 1 o'clock. We'll be signing and taking pictures. And then next week, the Bash in Beckley. Guys, if you're not in West Virginia and you cannot come, please order the pay-per-view. You can go to aswwv.com and you can sit in the privacy of your own home in your underwear.
Your underwear. I was just gonna say that.
I haven't been on pay-per-view since 2005, so it's going to be a treat, and I appreciate the support. And with that, that is a wrap. But don't leave.
Don't leave. Don't go anywhere.
We got more
again,
coming.
Please. Super chats, memberships.
Super chats or memberships are welcome, guys. Please, we're gonna give away this beautiful poster signed by Shane Douglas and myself. And channel membership.
You can put it on my wall, right? I can put it on here and be like, oh, look, it's like it's on my wall.
Yeah. And channel memberships count too. If you want to be a channel member, you're good for a month. And we're gonna be doing a live, not next weekend, maybe the weekend after, because I'm off that weekend. So
exactly. That I am too. So
so let's
pencil it in.
We're gonna do a live just for channel members. So keep that in mind. And if anybody wants to be a channel member, all you have to do is click the join button, and it's I see it right here. Join. It's right next to the subscribe button, actually, underneath the picture, the video. So there you go. All right. So now we're going to start our Patreon feed.
Yes, we are.
We're going to give you guys a link, and we're all going to watch it together.
Yes, we are.
So
if you want to search it before I put the link in the chat, which we weren't sure if anybody could actually click before, it's Francine and Raven turn. Dreamer and Tanaka win the tag titles, ECW 2000. I'm going to put it into the chat here momentarily. We're doing this on the fly.
Okay. I could just click that, right? You don't have to send it to me.
I can do whatever the hell. Well, we don't know if it's going to show up as the clickable link. So stand by. This is the behind the scenes action. You ever watch the YouTube shorts?
I have.
Clips? We got to do more. We got to figure out how that,
they're like 59 seconds long.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, but there's some funny stuff we could put in there. I fell into some sort of Sopranos, like rabbit hole with that. So every clip of mine that comes up is a Sopranos hit or pivotal moment in the show.
Oh.
And as good as Goodfellas is, God damn it, it is so freaking good. That Sopranos, my God.
PH, don't leave. Don't leave.
Yeah, get back here.
Done. Did he leave? Oh my goodness. I told y'all not to leave. We're not done.
Go anywhere unless you have got unless you have a pressing engagement to get to. Don't go anywhere.
We're gonna do a watch along, guys. We're gonna
Let me see if it comes up here as the link. Let's see.
Okay.
There's the link. I don't know if you can click it. Let's see. See, there's the link, but I don't know if you can click it.
Let me see
in the chat.
No. Oh, you're still here. Good. Don't leave.
All right, good. Okay, go to YouTube. Okay. And you're going to search Francine and Raven turn. All you got to search is that, and it'll come up. It's 8 minutes and 45 seconds. It's posted by my favorite YouTuber at the moment, Lou Gregory, who puts up these great ECW moments. But what he does is he does clip them a little bit. So your promo is going to go in and out a little as we watch it.
So I have to get off of this. I'm watching.
I'll send it to you directly. I mean, I can still send it to you, make your life a lot easier.
I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta look.
No, you're the queen of extreme. We make your life easy.
Do we now?
What's on the playlist for tomorrow when you drive?
I don't know. I was thinking about that. I have no clue. I think Betty and I are probably going to talk a lot because we tend to gab.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure. It's 7 a.m. in Manila. Well, oh my gosh. Thank you for being here.
Is it a thriller?
Is it thriller in Manila? Thank you so much.
Your good friend Shelly Martinez making the dirt sheets right now.
Why?
CM Punk is a sellout and a fake ass, claims former WWE superstar. Former WWE superstar valet and manager Shelly Martinez has branded CM Punk a sellout and a fake ass in recent comments made aimed at the AEW World Champion.
Oh.
We missed that scoop.
I didn't see that this week. I talked to her a bunch of times, but she didn't mention that to me. Oh, well.
I'm guessing this was during their time in OVW that there must have been something that. Oh no, ECW. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the fake ECW with us.
Yeah, I had said this before. There was a YouTube poster who had all these great house shows, and they were building up to like when you would have been there, and then they either left or got pulled or something. But I saw some awesome Kevin Thorne, CM Punk main event ECW house shows with Shelly at ringside. So, yeah, absolutely. But they were also in OVW together. So,
yeah, I don't know what's
God, OVW seemed like the greatest place ever.
I didn't experience OVW. I don't know.
All right, I sent you the link, Queen of Extreme.
Sent me the link, so let me pull it.
Where the hell is everybody? Come on, get back in here. We weren't done.
I know. Everybody.
Christy said the link works.
Well, I have. Oh, yeah, let's go.
$5.
$5, please.
Come on.
$5, please. Okay, there we go.
I'm rooting for my great good friend there. I'm not going to say which one.
My great good friend. Doug's here. Hello from Canada. Hi, Doug. Doug missed the whole eyes up here, but Doug's in time for the
Doug, look at that.
Oh, Doug, yeah. We're doing a drawing. $5.
Even shipping to Canada. I'll even ship to Canada.
Canada. All right. All right. Does everybody have the link available? Because we all have to click at the same time. Are we ready?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Are you guys ready? Okay.
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
I have an ad. Yep, I got an ad.
Oh, you have an ad? See, folks, I'm going to put over YouTube Premium for this instance yet again.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here's me.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
You know, Tommy, it is so wonderful of you to come out here in front of everybody and apologize to me tonight.
Oh, so nice.
Apologize to Raven as well.
They cut my promo.
This guy does a little bit. He cuts it to keep it on YouTube.
He did DDT me on purpose last week.
No, I didn't.
Tommy, there was nothing in your eyes that was blinding you. You knew exactly what you were doing. You probably had it planned out for months now to get rid of me.
Has she seen the footage of what?
I love how you don't yell. You're talking. You're talking this promo. I love that.
Well, you know.
Or my.
Oh my! Paul gave me that line. That was a Paul Heyman line.
And I love the turn to the crowd.
You know. Oh, it did get a pop, so he was right.
Just like Pete Rose.
Oh, this line got heat.
His career away.
Because we were in Cincinnati.
Yes, yeah.
Francine's making friends fast here in Cincinnati tonight.
And just like Pete Rose wasn't talented enough to make the Hall of Fame.
I like Pete Rose.
Into her.
I see some signs with my name on them.
Are not talented enough to survive in this company without me as your manager.
Yeah.
Face it, sweetie, I got you over here in ECW.
Wow.
Call herself all of a sudden.
I am bold.
Did he ever do
You are so tall in those shoes. It's not even funny.
Difference in this company. You tell me, what did he ever do? What did he ever do? He did nothing without me here. Nothing. What about Raven?
What about Raven? What the hell are you talking about?
You see, Tommy, you might need me, but Raven, he
wants me.
Well.
That's how it is. So I'll tell you what. Since he wants you, why don't you take your fake, get out of the ring, get the out of Cincinnati?
They're real now, dear.
Not only are you starting to believe his crap, you're starting to believe your own.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
He hated getting
Oh.
slapped in the face.
Well, and that was a hell of a hand slap.
He hated getting slapped. That was his one big thing. Like, he hated slaps.
Oh, well, let's see what you got. I think a pile driver for your trouble.
I try to move my legs out of the way because I see Scotty coming. Like, he's got a dunk him in the head.
Wham!
No wonder it lasted as long as it did, but never did we think Francine would side with Raven.
Who would have thought?
I like how we're holding hands as we're walking down the aisle.
Leaving Tommy for
That's funny. Here's a big hoo-ha.
Stare Down was just incredible.
So now we're going into a tag team title match after this, which we will watch. There you are fighting on the side of that little melee.
That's right. I don't even know how I'm walking in those shoes.
The Impact players are headed for the ring.
I love this song.
It's
my favorite.
Well, we can watch this if you'd like to. So this is about
Yeah, let's watch it.
we got about 6 minutes on this.
I don't have to be involved in everything.
Yeah, Impact players versus Tommy Dreamer and his partner Masato Tanaka.
Just left you, Dreamer. How would the
I like Tanaka.
Tommy Dreamer fighting back, but one man can't beat the world tag team champions all by himself.
So why do you think he hated getting slapped so much?
He just didn't like getting slapped in the face. That was one of the. I mean, throw him off a balcony, no problem. But slap him in the face, he would freak out. I remember once I slapped PJ, Justin. I slapped him so hard, his front teeth went into my hand and cut my hand wide open.
Oh my God.
Yep. I'll never forget that. Because when I came to the back, he was like, holy shit, you slapped me. And I go, look, and I was bleeding. His teeth cut me wide open.
Maddie F&D says 13-year-old me thought you were just the hottest thing. LOL.
Thanks, Maddie. Thank you.
Then he says, look how young Tommy is.
Yep. We were all young
everybody
back then.
was younger then.
Oh, we were a lot younger back then.
Whitey the Boss says, I agree. Seen her for the first time the summer of '96 on the Sunshine Network.
Thanks, Whitey. Appreciate it.
And we're in the crowd.
Yeah, I mean,
just like that.
That's why, like, you could have the crappiest seats and you might see two people like right in front of you wrestling. So that's what was so great about our company. Whoa. See ya.
Yeah, he totally fell off the side of the balcony.
Wow.
Oh, going outside.
I think we're maybe seconds apart here.
Yeah, I'm like 3 seconds behind you.
Okay.
See, the thing about the
go ahead.
I'm sorry. The thing about the cuts is that's what keeps this guy from losing the channel.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, he's on his bird. He's pushing his bird.
Oh. What kind of move is that?
Oh. I stole this move from Tommy. I did it on a WEW pay-per-view. The Tree of Woe.
I think it'd be grandfathered to you.
I think so.
You're at ringside enough. That means that you could take it.
I think so.
Oh.
Tommy had a bit of a wedgie. His
can't.
pants were like so far up his ass.
You know, I just listened to a clip, and Jim Cornette had talked about. He said the super kick is the least effective finishing move. Doesn't like it as a finish.
What was his reasoning for it?
Just say it just doesn't look real.
Well, I took it for real in the back, and it knocked me out cold. So,
You know, because I think a lot of it has to do with that, the leg slap and the fact that the timing has to be there for it. I could see what he means, but
yeah.
it's just so overused.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a little Spicoli driver for your troubles.
Oh, nice. Oh, that cane was brutal.
You think Masato Tanaka like getting hit in the head?
He was such a nice man. I'm trying to think the last time I saw him. It's been a
He's
while.
only been in the States a handful of times over the last 20 years.
I've seen Crazy a couple times, and I saw Tajiri recently. I don't know when I saw Tanaka.
I remember he came in about 2 or 3 years ago for a couple shots at conventions, but I haven't seen him around since. Oh my God, what a finish.
That was great. Great pop. Everybody's into it.
See, and
he told a story. He told a nice story.
But it's funny because like a guy like him, I didn't know anything about who he was before he got to ECW, right?
Tanaka?
And he was a guy that I went back to then watch because I thought he was just so different than any of those Japanese wrestlers that you'd seen in the States up to that point.
Right. That's fun. I love these watch-alongs. They're so fun. Makes me remember. It brings me back to my glory days. It was just so fun. And Paul, I mean, I'm telling you, we knew how to tell stories back then. It was great. It's a great time to be involved in wrestling.
It says copyright ECW. Is it HRG Corp?
HHG.
HHG. So what was that?
That was Heyman, and his dad was a lawyer. And
so that was like their LLC or wow, interesting. I never realized that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you teaching me something tonight.
Yeah. HHG Corp.
We watched that over the span of 3 weeks. So we watched literally the lead up. The first one was Raven hitting the DDT on Francine. The second one was Dreamer hitting the DDT on Francine, and you decided to go with Raven.
Maddie, I'm on pay-per-view next week. Hello. I will be at ringside for the big match against Heath and Rhino. I'm managing Shane Douglas and Brian Myers. So I'm working, buddy. I'm there. I will be there. And I was called today to do another show, but I'm not available for it, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah. So, ooh. I mean, I had this conversation today with Chad from Tennessee over at Music City.
The best.
I was telling him, like, I'm busier this year than I have been for a long time, right? And you and I know I'm very selective on the bookings that I take and stuff. But, like, to me, it's like, I always thought my age was a factor and I'm too old. And like Chad is like, no, people want to see people from the 90s work. Yeah. And, I think as long as I'm not trying to be a 20-year-old Francine, I can do it and not be uncomfortable. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not going to come out in the little tiny little outfits anymore, because come on, those days that ship has sailed, my friend. But I feel like I still have something to offer work-wise. I mean, conventions I'm okay with. I'm very leery about working. So next week is going to be, that's going to tell me, should I be doing this anymore, or what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, I want to see how next week goes. And I'm hoping it goes well, because I want to do more with them. I want to do more with that group. And, Gary and Steve have been great to me so far. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it seems like people still are interested in watching.
So yeah, absolutely. Now more than ever, for
Yeah.
the glory days. It's just
Weird.
it's
So
just
weird.
it's all about the nostalgia. I see it on the collectible side too, just like Chad does. There is such a demand for the vintage stuff. And when I was in Virginia Beach 2 weeks ago, I told this on last week's Eyes Up Here. I was with Bill Eadie, Demolition X. It's like he just walked off of Survivor Series 89.
Yeah.
People climb mountains to get to the old school talent. And they just love you guys so much because it taps into that, God, I wish it was still like this part. And that's what you guys bring to the table.
Yeah. I was thinking like, I was just thinking about like our entrance and what we're gonna do and like the spots I'm gonna do, and it's like I'm kind of excited about it because I haven't worked since right before COVID. I think it was the last time I worked at Ringside, so like 3 years, and I know I'm gonna be super nervous. Like, forget it. Like when I'm in Gorilla, I'm just gonna be like, guys, I'm about to throw up. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Some things never change.
No. Well, they always say like if you don't get butterflies or a little bit of nerves, then you shouldn't be doing this anymore. And I'm nervous sitting here thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like my nerves are bad. But I think once I walk in, and this was me always, like once I walk out, I'm good, and I'm working with good people. And we know that Shane and I have chemistry. I believe that Brian and I have chemistry. So I think it's a win-win. I think it's going to be, I think it's a good matchup. And I just feel like I'm with the right people.
I agree.
So I don't know.
I think
they're going to make me comfortable, I'm sure. But I just get nervous, I'm always nervous. But it's going to be good. So
do me a favor if you can. This is asking a lot. If you guys are to cut any promos before on pay-per-view, if you subtly drop a perfectly rated reference, I would really appreciate it.
You're lucky if I remember my name that day, because let me tell you, I am flying south to go west.
Right.
I am flying down and then back up and over, because they couldn't get me a direct flight. So I don't land until like 2:00. Starts at 5. So
Okay, that is one.
That is tight. For a pay-per-view, I'm not even gonna have time to eat. Somebody's gonna pick me up. I can't go to my hotel. I have to go right to the building and then like get ready for the meet and greet. I have to be ready probably about 4:30. Have to go over our match. There's so many. I have to go around and say hello to like a million people. There's gonna be no time.
Limp handshake, everybody.
No, God no. I hate that little dinky handshake. That's the worst. When people do that, I always go, can you shake my hand again like a man? Please, just shake my hand like a man. Do it. It's the worker handshake is the drizzling shits. I hate it. Oh no,
it's wet.
It's like the pinkies in the air. They give you the 4 fingers. It's like, dude, who taught you how to do a handshake?
All right, here's how it goes. Okay. All right. I've done some producing backstage at some indie shows. So I got you in front of me. I'm going to say, all right, Francine, you're going to close out the promo. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the last professional wrestler, Brian Myers, the franchise Shane Douglas, the Queen of Extreme, or the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, the franchise Shane Douglas, the Queen of Extreme. I've never seen a trio more perfectly rated in all
for the
my
love
life.
of God.
And then close out on you guys doing that. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Book it. Let's go.
You have to get your grubby little paws in everything that I do.
What?
Everything.
Good. What are you talking about?
Oh.
I'm getting Shane a nice, maybe even 2 perfectly rated shirts to make sure they get into his rotation.
I know, really. Hi, Dan. Welcome. I didn't see you earlier. He's meeting Brutus Beefcake tomorrow. Well, good for you.
Shotman cutting. I have a pair of Brutus the Barber Beefcake real shears done and taped by Brutus at a meet and greet we did with him years ago that I'm waiting to get signed by Brutus again one day, but they are hand taped by Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Oh yeah, a little bit of this.
Maddie, that's not the way the business works. He says, you realize Tony Khan would give you whatever you wanted, right? Easy schedule, merch. Oh, yeah. Let me just call him and say, hey.
Tony, come
Hey,
on.
Tony. I know. Well, Tony is an
No.
ECW fan. He has been in the crowd for a couple of my shows, I believe. So I'm sure he knows who I am, but
Probably afraid of you.
there hasn't been an offer. Yes, because
I think he's afraid. I think that's it. I think he buys into the hype. I think he's afraid of you.
tweet him. You tweet him, Maddie. You guys tweet him.
Hey, Tony, this is the Queen of Extreme, Francine.
Tony, listen up.
Just wanted to say hi. I saw you cursing like a sailor and looking like you might be on something.
I can't believe how MJF is treating you, Tony. Let me come in there and
wrong.
Fix everything. Yes.
That was all I love. Did you see like the fun? We're going back to what we talked about when we started this thing, but the uncensored version versus the censored version. When the crowd pop when he yells, you know,
he called him effing Mark.
Oh, that was what a pop.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. We're all Marks. That's why we got into the business. We're all a bunch.
I'm an old school Mark. I'll say it all day long.
You know, that's people say the word Mark is derogatory, but it depends on the context that you use it. It depends on the way the sentence flows. You know what I mean?
Yes. The marks that we talk about on Get My Go are the derogatory.
That's a whole different.
They're the derogatory marks.
Holy crap, that's a whole different. Yeah, right. Dan, we don't have to because Max already did, so we're good. We are good to go.
We got anybody else that wants this thing? Come on, $5 in the entry.
Oh yeah, super chats and channel memberships, and we're going to do another private live. Dan is a channel member. Lon is a channel member. Christy is a channel member. So we need some channel members, and we need some people to go in Charlie's shit.
What are you thinking about for a theme for the private one?
Oh yeah, I don't know yet. We have to work on that. Lon, Dan, Christy, we're going to do a private in like 2 weekends. So think of what we should do.
We could do a very private watch along. We could do the game was hard because like everybody not being synced up and that was hard. Definitely open to it again for sure. But you know, just be prepared for it to be a little bit of a cluster F.
We have to figure out how to email everybody.
Well, at least we know that. At least we know that part of it. So we've got that in our holster now. Yeah, I agree. Pusang, F-bombs are overused in the 2020s. The word lost power. 100% agree, without a doubt. It's written in regular articles on websites now, like it never has been before. It's used on television with absolute. Like it was funny when South Park would say shit, and they had the show shit. You know, it hits the fan.
8-year-olds.
But you know, but it was funny like that because it was so taboo. That was 15 years ago. Now it's like all these shows that say it. They now they don't even have censored versions of movies anymore. It's yeah, you are 100% on the money, Pusang.
Yeah, I agree. I was contemplating dropping an F-bomb this pay-per-view if I do a promo.
Brian Myers and Shane Douglas are effing perfectly rated. Boom.
Do you think I'm going to get any mic time? I don't know. Maybe I will. Who knows? I'm going to write a little something. I'm going to write a little something just in case I do. I'm going to come up with a couple clever lines. And if they let me have it, great. And if they don't, I'll just stand behind Shane because you know he'll talk for about 27 minutes.
I've been watching Heath and Rhino. You know something? They really get my go.
Do they get your go? I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. Are you going to watch the pay-per-view?
We'll see. We'll see where I'm at that night. I might have to catch it on replay the next day.
I
I
know what you're doing.
Online.
I know exactly what you're doing. Yeah. All right.
I might have to wait and see if anybody's got it for me the next day.
Unreal.
What up? Where's my boy at?
Well, I hope everybody buys
Hey,
it.
did you see your Phillies fired Joe Girardi?
I saw that today. Yes.
Yeah. Too
Oh.
busy. The Mets spanking him around like crazy. That's why they had to fire him.
That. Oh my goodness. Crazy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Crazy. I know.
He couldn't. That is a guy, Philly, born and bred, tough area for sports. Not the right guy for Philadelphia.
Right.
Absolutely
Meanie was
not.
very happy. Meanie was very vocal about it. And
I'm sure he was.
His exuberance over the fact that he's gone. So you can buy pay-per-views. Of course you can buy pay-per-views. This one is for sale on the site. Do we have I forget the letters again.
I will bring it up again. ASWWV.com.
Well, they're calling it a pay-per-view, Maddie. I don't know.
This is how pay-per-view's done now. Like, unless you're WWE or AEW and you get on your cable system pay-per-view, this is an online pay-per-view, which is the model everybody uses these days. And this is the way you get it easier than you ever could before. I'm going to bring up ASWWV.com so everybody can see it. Oh, wait, there we go.
There it is.
Okay, get your virtual ticket now. You click that. Okay, let's see. What is this going to open?
$14.99 to watch it?
$14.99. All right, I think that's going to open.
Bad.
I think that's going to open PayPal, so I'm going to close that.
Okay, but you know what? $14.99 to get like a 3-hour show with all these stars on it. That's not a bad price.
We watched this on Eyes Up Here last week. The commercial.
$15. I mean, where can you go for $15 nowadays?
Look at this.
And then I put up. I did a radio interview with.
How did that go?
Lovely Lola. Oh, it was a lot of fun. I did one. Heath did one. Brian Myers did one, and then there was another wrestler that did one. That I don't think I've ever met, but I posted them on Twitter and just to get some people to maybe listen to the interviews and buy the pay-per-view. So, but I honestly I don't think $14.99 is a bad price for 3 hours of wrestling. You get to sit at home, get your friends over. God, if you can't afford the $15, get your friends to chip in $3 each or something.
That's how we used to do it back in the day. When the pay-per-views were $40.
Look at those names on that card. Look at that. Look at that poster. That's amazing. Oh my God, if Jake has a snake, I'm going to shit my pants.
Big Cass out of Impact, from what I've heard.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know. That was a rumor that Big Cass is no longer with Impact. When we have him on Eyes Up Here next coming week.
Did he sign with AEW?
I don't know.
Ooh, interesting.
But look at that. Francine, Shane Douglas, Enzo, Cass. Brian Pillman is not in this one. He's been replaced by Matt Cross, Killer Cross. Rhino, Brian Myers, Davey Richards, FTR here in the front. Dennis Condrey just chilling right there between them.
He's just in the middle.
Eddie Edwards, Heath, no more Heath Slater, formerly known as Heath Slater, and this guy, Jake the Snake freaking
Roberts, JJ Dillon.
Yep, JJ Dillon.
Blanchard.
Well. Yep.
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, look at that. Look at those people on that poster. It's amazing. It's going to be so good. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, there's M-Dog, Matt Cross right there. He replaced Brian Pillman. Melanie Pillman passed away. Did you see that?
I know, very sad. The picture that that Brian Jr. put up was beautiful. Did you see that picture?
I did, actually.
Beautiful picture of her. Do we know what she passed for?
I have not seen yet.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Passed from, I should say. Yeah, very, very sad. It's always sad when, family member passes. Ace says between $20 and $30 to go to a show. Yeah, I mean, you did $20, $30. I mean, this is $15. You can get your buddies and you can just record it. You can watch it several times. Chad,
I don't know how you record it. I don't know how you would record it, but
isn't there somehow you could record it?
I don't know how you record it anymore.
I don't know either.
Internet people might know.
I just want people to buy it so they have another one and I could be booked again. That's what I'm going for. So
I got an angle for them all set up too. You and Shane start working on assembling the new triple threat.
I got a good angle. I
Oh.
can't say it here, but I got a good angle. A really good angle.
Nice.
See the hamster is running in its cage in my brain, and it's just like all these thoughts are coming, and I'm just like, damn.
And you know what I can say too. And we had Gary Damron on with us on Eyes Up Here last week. He's a nice guy,
So
and
nice.
there's a reason why he has lasted as long as he has as a promoter, because he does things the right way. And that's what you see the difference between promoters that are fly by night and they might have like a good initial run and they do some good shows, but they fizzle out because they buy into their own hype. How humble was Gary on the air with us, and just
He's so sweet.
asking fans to come and support ASW and what they built. And just because this is Bash and Beckley 2 doesn't mean ASW hasn't been around for a long time. I've known from being in the Virginia area, and they're out in West Virginia, how much business they've done. And they are an awesome promotion. So I'm really looking forward for you to experience this.
Yeah, I am too. I got to work with both Gary and Steve for WrestleCade last November, and got to hang out with them, and they took such good care of everybody. You know what I mean? It's like just taking us out to dinner and just hanging out and making sure we had rides to and from the airport. That's professional. That's sometimes you get to an airport and there's no one to pick you up, and there's nothing to eat at the building. You're starving and there's no ride to the hotel. What are you supposed to do? But with these guys, I mean, everything was taken care of, and I felt safe and secure, and I like that. I like that. They think about everybody, and that's the way it should be,
Now, I know you guys are teaming with Brian Myers,
Yeah.
but if you did come back and maybe Shane got a world championship shot for the ASW title, do you know who the ASW champion is?
I do not.
Oh, this could be an interesting one.
I do not. Oh, Matt. It's Matt.
Now, that could be an interesting war of words.
Ah. Now, isn't Matt injured? Did he tore his
that I don't know.
I think he was at I think he tore something this week. Bicep or ACL or what did he tear? I don't know. I don't know what Matt tore.
But how about that, huh?
I saw he was at the doctor's.
You hang around ASW long enough, I think there might be a championship match in your future.
That's amazing.
Not that guy. Is there any title he hasn't won?
He's wonderful. He has just recreated his whole brand, and is just like, I'm sick of looking at him, because he is all over my Instagram, my Twitter. I'm like, I'm done, Cardona. I'm done looking at you. But kudos to him. He has rebranded. It's amazing. See, there is life after WWE. It's just you have to work and push yourself.
Is that go away heat that you want him off your screen? Is that go away heat?
I'm just saying, every time
It's a joke.
Yeah, no. Every time I'm on there, it's either him tweeting or somebody tweeting about him. He's super over. You can't say he's not. Super duper over. So,
if DoorDash was around in the early 90s, do you think the locker room would have used it a lot?
Probably. I had to say something. I think it had to be last year. Tammy, either last year or this year, Tammy went to a really crappy indie show, and she was texting me from it, right? And she was showing me, like, one guy sang his own entrance music, like, really bad. Like, they had like a radio playing the music. It was a really crappy show. No one was there. She ordered DoorDash, and she's showing me like her burger and her onion rings and her milkshake
in the middle of the show.
Yes. She was at the gimmick table, and she's like, yeah, I'm just sitting here. She said, the show is going on. It's the drizzling shits. She said, I just ordered food because I'm starving, and they just delivered it to her inside.
That's awesome.
I popped so huge. I was like, what the hell? She goes, oh my God, this show's so bad. She panned the crowd for me. There was like no one there. So I was like, okay, good for you. But yeah, I do think people would order from DoorDash. I mean, we used to all run to Tony Luke's after the arena shows and get food, because we were always starving. But anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to try to get a couple more in here before we go? Are we ready to draw? What do you want to do?
We'll give it 5 minutes and then I'm going to pick a name. If anybody else wants to give a super chat or become a channel member, your name goes in the bin and you can get that poster that's right in front of you. It's signed by Shane and I, and it's $5. Yes, there it goes. I love that picture of us. If I ever get another action figure, that's the outfit I want on her.
It's sad when I have to crop out the other guys. That was a hard job to do, to crop them out. But
Yeah.
you two dead central on that photo is pretty key.
Yeah, but I love that. My go-to restaurant. Geez, I don't know. Fast food is Chick-fil-A. It's my favorite. I love it.
Had it today.
Did you?
I did.
love it.
Had a daddy-daughter day of running around.
Yeah.
And Chick-fil-A was the surprise lunch on the tail end of the day.
Well, I am hangry right now because all I had was a protein shake and a yogurt. That's all I ate, and a ton of water because I want to lose 3 more pounds by next Saturday. So I haven't eaten, and I'm so hungry. I want to go upstairs and grab the chips. And just eat all the chips. That's what I want to do. We need to find, well, you're not going to be with us, but we need to find a restaurant for tomorrow evening.
So you'll have the benefit of being in the perimeter of downtown Winchester, which is a very cool, like small, they call it Old Town, like where it's just, restaurants and venues and there's some pretty cool spots. If you have the opportunity to drive, it's about 10 minutes away from where you're going to be.
Oh, yeah. As soon as we're done, we're going to dinner. So
there's an Alamo Draft House in Winchester. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
Pub food? Alamo Draft House. It's like, it's like a bar, it's like, they do a lot of comedy shows there. They do movies at Alamo Draft House.
Oh.
But food I hear is very good. So yeah. That could be an option.
Well, it's going to be Shane and me and Betty, I'm sure. The 3 of us. I don't think anybody.
Unless you have any tag-alongs.
I don't know who else is going to be there. I have no idea. Dairy Queen incident. I don't know what you're referring to with that.
So the Dairy Queen incident is very famous. Recorded on VHS recorder. Jim Cornette going off on Dairy Queen workers that didn't take the order seriously. It was Jim, Chris Jericho, and Lance Storm ordering food after a Smoky Mountain show. And the workers did not take the order seriously. And this was all being filmed. So Jim Cornette goes off on the Dairy Queen people. And Chris and Tammy were inside the Dairy Queen as this was going on.
Oh, how did they film it back then? Because
they had a VHS recorder.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been around for... That thing has been around since the 90s.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, yeah. I think it's on YouTube. That was a, like, back in the day, traded video. That was like a classic.
So make a note right now. We're going to watch that for a watch along.
Okay. That's great.
I've never seen that.
If you like Jim Cornette cursing and yelling at people and to his credit, he did nothing wrong. I mean, they didn't take their order seriously.
Why? Was it too much food?
No, it was just burgers. It was just a regular burger order, but they didn't take the order seriously.
That's weird.
All right, I'm gonna write that down because that will be fun to watch.
Yeah, if we can find it. I've never even heard of that.
If it's not on YouTube, we'll grab it because it's very available.
Okay, sounds good. Well, guys, it seems like no one wants to join our channel members, so we're going to just pick from these names right now. Oh, drum roll. And the winner. Oh. I picked Lon.
Lon.
Does Lon already have this?
I don't know. No, Lon, I think won something else.
What did he? Well, Lon. Lon's been such a supporter since day one.
Lon, if you have won this one before, I will fill it with something different. But whatever
Lon,
it is, you
are
let
you
us know.
still, I think he's still here. Lon, are you still here? Hello?
Yes.
There he is.
Thank you,
Lon,
Francine.
thank you, Lon. Do you already have this picture? I hope not.
I did
He does have it.
one.
He does have it.
Well, you'll get something different. I got other ones.
You got other ones? Okay, we'll
Oh, I
send
got
you
other
something
ones.
different, Lon. So thank you. Thanks to all who
that's what he got for trivia
yeah,
night.
that's why I thought he already had
Okay,
it.
all right. Well, hey, he rolled the dice. He put his chat in. I will take care of him. I got something else.
You got something else? Okay, great. Guys, I want to thank all of you for hanging out with us this evening. This was fun, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
And we'll do it again. But I think I don't know when the next one is. This
We
week
said
I had
not what we say 2 weeks?
Well, that's for channel members. That's going to be a private. So if anybody's interested in coming to a private, you have to be a channel member. If not, I'm not sure when we're going to do another YouTube live, but we are going to be posting another video this coming week. So look for another premiere. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're not following us on Twitter, please follow us.
Absolutely.
With my return. Thank you. Yes. Hopefully you'll watch it. And if you do, let me know, tweet me and let me know what you think. Hopefully I don't disappoint.
All right.
But God bless everyone. Oh, Jesus. Charles Chips. I love you guys. Mwah. Have a great weekend. And I will talk to y'all soon.
Be good. Have a great one.